Are you guys here? I'm using StreamYard, so it's a delay in my responses. I'm using StreamYard, so it's a delay in my responses. And I'm gonna probably see StreamYard. Wait, hold up. I don't want to. Let me know if I'm still echoing. Hey, you guys. Comments are going to come in a little slow because it's a delay. So my apologies. Let me know if I'm echoing. I don't want to echo. And y'all might want to get a drink for this. I haven't went live in probably a year. Baby, the tea. My mouth is still hanging open. I put all my windows up. Because we're going to do a live, no echo, thank you, honey. We're going to do a live reaction. Hey, Mama 12. Before I start, it's important that I give some warnings. It will be some conversation of cult. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Vegas. Cult activity, self-harm, cutting. If any of these things are triggers, don't watch. Because I just want to protect anybody that can't handle watching it, okay? But you're not going to see it, but the conversation, okay? If you have a problem with the gay community, then this wouldn't be for you. Because over here, we don't gay bash. So make sure you don't have any, we don't say faggot and things like that. It's not about being gay. It's about y'all. Let me take a sip of this wine. I'm not going to wait because I got to go to work. But I want to share this with y'all because I don't know how many of y'all already know it. I hope I'm not freezing. I'm going to be mad if I'm up here freezing on y'all. Freezing on y'all. Freezing on y'all. All right. So we're going to talk about we're going to talk about this woman, TikToker. She's a Black woman. She's out of Michigan. She has women that she's basically pimping from online. I think 4 have met this woman, but recently one came out and like broke free. And so let me go here. Let me share my screen so y'all can read it with me. Let me get my screen shared. Okay, let's share this screen really quickly. Ooh, y'all. Is it audio? Okay, Chrome. Which Facebook is it? It's the first one. Okay. So I want to share the right one. It should be that one. I believe it's this one. Let's look. Okay. Can y'all see that screen? Hey, big sis. Okay. So this is the podcaster who did an interview with one of the girls that escaped. So to get to the gist of it, it says she found out there's a 26-year-old Black woman named Angela on TikTok that has started a cult called Daddy's Girl, and she is Daddy. These girls have to promote her page, be present every single time she goes live, get her name tattooed on them, send her money, and check in with her for permission to leave their homes every day. If they fail to support her or break rules, she makes them cut themselves. Mind you, 90% of these women, so far there's about 30 that have been identified, have never met Angela in person. They have been brainwashed via TikTok, and I can't wrap my mind around this. Some of these women have children, so this is quite disturbing. The biggest plot twist is that Angela herself was once a BBW dating a stud that she referred to as daddy. Okay, so you have that, okay? Take that in, okay? So here, a TikToker, I'm going to share her screen. This TikToker here, like basically kind of broke it and exposed it. I can't. So she said, so this TikToker I found is daddy's girl. And basically there's this woman named Angela who has a cult of BBW women who send her money and they worship her, but they only belong to her. The woman with the like,
thank you.
The one with the long hair isn't daddy.
How much people? I got 12. Damn. They saying I'm beautiful. I appreciate you telling me that. But I am very much my daddy. Please don't call me beautiful. Please don't. I don't want no vibes. And I'll be the I'll pick her up and I'm the driver. She don't want that ride. I will be the driver. Cab wise, nigga. Cab position. They said Bill is blowing. That's daddy's glow. That's my baby. Bella's my heart. That's my baby. Can't nobody fuck with her. That's my girl. Period. I've been.
Okay, so I'm gonna pause that right there. Okay, this whole thread, all of this will be linked in the description box. That whole thread is something to behold. Okay, this is her TikTok. And I'm talking about when I say my mouth, thank you, Chef. When I say my mouth fell completely open my mouth is still open. So this is her TikTok, y'all. And the girls, like when I say worship her, somebody called it dumb.
I thought that's what it said.
Daddy's cupcake. The yellow is her like signature or what have you.
Where my good girls at?
And I guess Shay, in this comment, it says, oh, you took Shay place. She's the one that got online in the interview.
Where my good girls at?
And told everything.
Where my good girls at?
Child, it's wild.
Yeah, get into it.
So that's just that little. I'm just trying to. I don't want to run y'all time. I like to get to the. What is my hair doing? I like to get to the shit. So when you hit the hashtag, this is what you get is these females that are like, it's a card. It's nothing else to say. It's a card, y'all. This the hashtag.
I know that's right.
I don't want to copy strike.
Are you a catch-up model?
No.
Because I want to flip you over, hit it from the back.
They make all these TikToks to her, like all their TikToks include her. And what they're saying is, what they're saying is she only caters to heavyset women, to BBWs. And I'm like, I'm a fat girl, and you can't, what? One, she's in Michigan. These women live in other states. How you telling me I can't leave my house? How you trying to pimp me through the internet? The fact that they tatted their name on her, I really am confused at the whole thing. So let's get to what we came for. So again, all of this will be linked in the description box. Okay. So you can, you know, watch this. You can see what this is. But let's get to the nitty MF and gritty, y'all. Because we're going to do a live reaction. We're going to watch this.
Definitely to say God, because that's what Daddy is to me. She is my God. She is my Omega. She is my Alpha. She's my everything. And I'm pretty sure you're going to find a problem with it. And that's fine. Everybody can believe and can feel however way they want to feel. But at the end of the day, that is who I pray to.
You share me. You can't share my girls belong to me, period. You can't share.
Who says sharing is caring?
One of these girls, I don't know.
I am happily owned by Angela Natural Genius. If you cannot tell, her name is tatted on my chest, so everybody can see who I'm owned by. Sorry, I am branded like a cow. Where am I going? Nowhere.
I am jealous.
Sorry.
It's not.
Like podcast show back at it with y'all another week. But today I do have a very, very, very special and very exclusive episode.
She's one of the girls that left.
Unexpected viewers because I'm interviewing this young lady, Shay Jenkins. What's up, Shay? How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. And thanks for being on the show. I really appreciate you accepting the invitation and interview and kind of, you know, get the word out there about this, I guess it's a TikTok cult, right?
Right.
Okay. So let me just jump right into it. First of all, like I said, we've been calling this group Daddy's Girls a cult. But I mean, you said you was there. From what you told me, you was a part of it. So do you consider it to be a cult, or is it more so just a group of supporters?
Now I do consider it a cult. In the beginning, it was more so of, you know, people supporting the person that's now the leader of the cult. And once I became involved, it became more like a sisterhood, because there are women who come from different lifestyles. You know.
I just want to pause again to say it's trigger warning. There's conversation of her talking, hey Sadie, hey T. I want to give another trigger warning because I know people are coming in late, and I want to be mindful and respectful because I don't know who's been through what. Okay. They are, you know, as you see, she is a lesbian, the other is a lesbian, but the cult, the leader, which was that lady I showed you, she punishes them. She makes them punish themselves from afar by cutting themselves. Okay. She takes their money. It's a whole mess. This girl talks about it. I didn't get to finish it, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna come on live and finish it with y'all. But what I don't want in my comments I believe I have some moderators in here. You guys do not say words like faggot. We don't gay bash because I just don't have it on my channel. Their lifestyle isn't what we're talking about. We're talking about their way of living under this cult. So I just want to put that out there, but let's get back to it, okay?
Different things, whether it was trauma or, relationship things going on. So it became more of a sisterhood with everyone just being there for one another. And then it turned into a cult because, like I said, the leader of the cult,
Thank you, Chef.
activities that she was doing, the behavior she was displaying, it just turned into more of a cult-like thing.
So basically, this young lady started off gathering together people that supported her and her TikTok page, and then she, from there, kind of turned it into something negative.
Right.
Okay. So how did you even meet? You know what I'm saying? This girl, her name is Angela, right?
Correct.
So how did y'all even meet? And how did you end up being a part of this group of her supporters?
On TikTok, prior to the interaction, I've seen her on what we call the For You page for those that haven't been on TikTok. I thought she was cute. Yes. I thought she was cute. So I followed her. We didn't have any type of interactions or whatever. One night I was online and I came across her FYP and she joined my live. And that's how we kind of started communicating directly from her joining my live.
Okay, so you started off watching her live and then one day she watched yours and from there she started talking to you.
Right.
And it was just like, what was y'all talking about? Was she just like trying to talk to you, like trying to get at you? Or it was just like a regular conversation?
It was pretty much, we both kind of had a physical attraction to one another.
Okay.
It started off, we were talking about just anything, everyday life stuff. It wasn't necessarily talk about getting together or anything of that sort. It was just everyday life.
Okay. And then I guess I just want to know, like, how did it get to the point where you was in a cult? Like, it kind of seemed like just a normal kind of internet interaction. Like, I've talked to people that I met online, but it never got to a point. Like, how did it take a negative turn?
It took a negative turn when, when I first met her, there were some people that would call her like daddy, poppy, just call her little things. And then it started, maybe I could say 2-3 weeks within us talking, she started getting into this thing of wanting everybody to call her daddy. Okay. And she made me moderator on her live. I didn't ask to be a moderator. Mm-hmm. She was like, I'm going to make you my moderator. And so I went into the live and she, of course, would say, when you go in there, I want you to drop my Cash App. I need for you to put, everybody needs to call me daddy. So it started off with forcing people to call her daddy. And if you didn't call her daddy, she would block you.
So how many people would be watching these lives for it to need a moderator?
I don't know.
Honestly, when I was modding for her, she had anywhere between 60 to like 120 people coming to her lives.
On TikTok?
Yes.
Okay, and they would come on there and she would be on there like talking?
Yeah, her lives pretty much consisted of like her just listening to music and her saying like sexual things. It wasn't really like where she has topics or she talked, about everyday, life situations. Like it was pretty much she'll come up, just go up there, just tell people, "Oh, you're beautiful," things like that, and that's just pretty much what her life is like.
So, I went to her page on TikTok and I watched some of the videos and I felt like they was pretty boring. I'm not a TikTok person, I'm going to say that. I have a TikTok. I don't even think I've made one video. I'm old. I feel like I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? So she was just like kind of lip syncing the little audio clips. There was no like expression, no acting. So I just kind of feel like, how did you, what attracted you to her so strongly?
Um,
I'm not
once
saying
I
she's an
started,
unattractive or ugly young lady at all, but I'm just wondering, like, what was it that attracted you to her?
honestly, in the beginning, when I first saw her without any direct communication, it was, I would go into her live and she wasn't nowhere near anything how she is now. She was like laid back, cool. She didn't seem like she was like the drama type person. She was just in her own world. So that kind of attracted me to her because she just seemed like she just doing her own thing in her own lane.
Okay. So basically, from what I understand, though, at some point, the whole situation became abusive emotionally, verbally, and for those that actually met her in person, physically. So
Right.
I guess I'm just wondering, like, why did you accept that?
Honestly, I can't really have an excuse as to why I accepted it. I just felt like it was genuine love. And because I felt like it was genuine love at the time, I like you said, I accepted it. I didn't really think that it was that bad. I thought that everybody has flaws, and this is just something maybe that she has to work on, or maybe built up anger. Like, I was making excuses, like, because I know her mom passed away, so it hasn't even been a full year. So I was like making all kind of excuses of she's still grieving. Maybe she's hurt from her past relationship, and so I can say that's probably kind of why I stayed.
Okay. So when did you meet her?
In person?
Or when did all this start? When did all this start for you?
January of this year.
Okay. And then at what point did it become basically a cult?
Around the end of February, beginning of March.
Okay. That's kind of fast to get wrapped up into something so deep, don't you think?
Yeah, it is, but
like, why would you feel like that's real love?
Maybe because we talked every day. We talked every day, and with talking every day, she, and like I said in the beginning, everything was different. She was, concerned about whether I ate for that day, or, just, it was just a connection that, of course, it was early, like you said, it was a very short amount of time, but the connection that I felt was like different from meeting somebody, like you said, on Facebook or anything like that. Like, we literally talked hours. Like, one time we talked like 16 hours out of the day. So I did feel like there was some type of connection on a deeper level.
Okay. But how did you feel like that, and knowing she had other girls? And knowing that you was pretty much the secretary of all her hoes, basically.
Because in the beginning, I always thought about wanting to have a poly relationship. And then when me and her started talking,
that was something you thought about before you met her?
Yes.
Okay.
And when we started talking, she said that was something she was shooting for, was a poly relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So we pretty much was on that, I guess you say, track. But then things just started going elsewhere.
I got you. So why don't you tell me some of the things that she did that you would consider abusive, that you would consider manipulative and brainwashing? Like, what was a day in the life of this cult? And matter of fact, I'm gonna actually put up one of the text messages that I sent, one of the screenshots that we have. Hold on 1 second. It's gonna be Angela group text. So why don't you tell me like what it was like having her try to, I guess, control y'all?
I can say that it started off with pretty much everything was fine. We was able to do certain things, you know, just free, like just be able to freely say what we want to say, express ourselves how we want to express ourselves. And then it started with, oh, you need to let me know before you leave out the house. And then it went to, oh, you got a curfew when you're supposed to be in the house. And for example, my curfew that she tried to enforce was 4:30 p.m.
4:30 p.m.
Yes.
What about work? Did you have a job?
No, I did not have a job. And
okay.
With that goes into your question. She would say, like, when I first met her, I was on unemployment and I was still trying to find, you know, a job because I have bills. And she would say, don't work, I got you, I take care of anything that you need, take care of, whatever. Just worry about, you know, whatever money you get on unemployment, just worry about using that, you know, take care of your bills, and I'll make sure, you know, everything else is taken care of. And then it went from that to, excuse my language, oh, you're fucking lazy, all you want to do is sit around the house all day, you're not doing anything with yourself. So
let's put the text message back up on the screen. Can you get that text message back up there so we can kind of just dissect that? All right. So can you see it, Shay?
Yes.
All right. So which one of these numbers is Angela?
The 248 area code.
Okay. So Angela states, y'all should be up at 9 a.m. every day. Get off your bed, go to your knees, and pray to me. Get in the shower, get dressed, and eat breakfast. And start work on your TikTok. It should take at least 1 hour. Then whatever you have to do that day after you talk to me and do everything I say, I will see if I will allow you to do. If it's not an appointment or work, you are not able to leave before 12 p.m. And being that this is your screenshot, that's you in the blue that replied. And what you say?
Yes, Daddy.
So you ain't think that was crazy?
Yes.
So why would you, like, what made, you screenshotted it, so obviously you did find it concerning, or you found it somewhat absurd, even though you went along with it. Why would you think, like, where did she get off telling y'all, like, you got to get up and do your TikTok and you can't leave home, and if I allow you to leave the house, like, she don't live in the same state with you, correct?
Correct.
She don't live in the same state with none of these girls, right?
Correct.
So, like, why is it, how you let somebody controlling you, like, through the internet or through the text message?
That's a good question, because I don't even know. Like, I don't even have an answer for that, because once I got myself, like, back to my normal self, I kind of was asking myself the same thing, like, this person doesn't even live by me, and, you know, I allowed her to do so much, control so much. And I can honestly say that I let her believe that she had that much control over me, because as you can see, the whole praying to her thing, I did have her under the impression that I was genuinely praying to her.
Wait, hold on. Matter of fact, let's stop right there. Just stop. Let's stop for a second right there. Because I'm really kind of tripping off that. Like, where'd she get off telling y'all that y'all gotta pray to her? Like, that's the point. How did she even introduce that? Explain that to me, please.
Because one day there was a conversation, and she, you know, asked, you know, like, I want y'all to tell me that I'm your God.
Yeah.
So me being I guess you could say I was oblivious to the whole thing, like as far as this is something that she wants to do in real life. I was more so looking at it on a, because it's like a dom submissive type thing that she was trying to have going on. So being that it was my first time being submissive, I was looking at it more so of like a, I guess you say like role play type of thing. Like she wants to be in control, wants to be a leader. Like to call her God, like that's her version of
afraid of her
being a leader.
That's kind of crazy,
right? And I do want to say that after that text message, I was gone the next day.
Okay. So, how did you just? And I don't even mean to laugh. I think it's just like kind of crazy. Like you just stopped, you just blocked her or something, and he was out.
No, the next day, as you see from the text messages, she said we were to wake up at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Her work schedule, she worked from 9 o'clock p.m. to 9 o'clock in the morning. So basically, she wanted us to be woke when she got off work. She actually called us, in, as you see, through FaceTime at 8:58 in the morning. And she was like, basically like, oh, it's a shame I got to wake y'all up. It's a shame that y'all just so lazy, y'all don't work, that I have to wake y'all up in the morning and y'all not even up when I tell y'all to be up. Then the night prior to, I'm pretty sure you want to get into this a little later. One of the females had to follow through with the punishment that she was given. And
so I've paused it right there because she's going to talk about the punishment. Again, trigger warning. I don't want anyone to feel no type of way. And I just want to be respectful because people go through things, and she's going to talk about what this woman made one girl do to herself. Okay. And this is something, y'all. Chef made a good point. The pandemic got a lot of people doing the most, you know, their mind just, but I'm going to say this, even though the pandemic was hard, I got in a space, but you're not going to control me from online. I don't understand. I just can't get around you. This almost like a dude in jail. You would get the hang up. This is so much, y'all. But yes, here she's going to talk about what happened to the girl. So I just wanted to put that out there. Hold on.
Within that morning that we're speaking of, she basically wanted me to do the same thing because the day before, 2 of the other girls had to do a punishment, and one of them was
wait a minute. So you keep saying this punishment. What do you mean they had to do a punishment? What exactly?
The punishment that one of the girls did. One of the girls had to cut 10 times on her leg, like the thigh area, and then the other girl had to cut 150 times on the thigh area.
150 times?
Yes.
And she did it?
Yeah. Angela sent me the picture.
Bro. That's like really sad, actually. Like, that's crazy. This girl cut the inside of her thigh 150 times because a person on FaceTime told her to?
Yeah, this particular person, when she first met Angela, her first time meeting her, because she claimed she had like a modeling gig, but when she got there to Michigan, she never had. She claimed that the person had COVID, so she ended up meeting up with Angela, and they didn't really talk like that or whatever. But when she met up with her, because she was one of her supporters, they, of course, engaged in sexual activities the very first time meeting and stuff. And so when the girl left Michigan, she went back to her home state, Louisiana, packed all her stuff up, grabbed her cat, everything, and moved to Michigan to be with Angela. So before she had a situation where she didn't have nowhere to go, she was with Angela a lot. So I can say like her doing that is, I don't know if it's, I don't know. She felt more that she had more of a personal connection with her because she spent more physical time with her.
So let me ask you
Than
something
anything.
else. So did you ever cut yourself?
Yes.
I guess I'm wondering, like, you didn't think, how did she introduce that for you to be like, okay, I'm gonna do it?
Honestly, one day, I can't remember the exact conversation, but one day she asked me, she said, have you ever cut before? I said, no. And she said, have you ever thought about it? I said, I've thought about it before, like, you know, going through depression, going through, you know, certain things in life. I said, but I never could actually see myself going through it, like going through with doing something like that to myself. And then one day she was really angry and she called and she said, go get a blade. And of course it resulted in me cutting myself. And honestly, with being submissive, I know before I heard like of submissive having punishments. So I thought like maybe being her submissive, this was like a punishment. But now I'm like, now I know like even other submissive is saying like that, yeah, like that's more demonic than dominant submissive type thing.
Yeah, like, man, like if you involve with anybody and they tell you to cut yourself, that should be that's not a red flag. Like, I don't even know what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand the dominant, submissive, BDSM or whatever the case may be, but somebody telling you to harm yourself in that manner and to that extent, that's insane. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that shit again. So, and then I got some more text. Llama, can you show the text message where it says Angela text Shay? And you know what? I guess I'm confused. So from what I saw on the internet, I don't know how true this is. I'm guessing since y'all had such an extensive communication relationship, you would know. So she was actually, it says Angela text Shay. Is she a stud? Is she a STEM? She's a femme.
Yes. She put on the persona of being aggressive and dominant, but being that I've seen her.
Hold on real quick. So this is a inbox from her texting you, DMing you on Instagram, correct?
Yes.
So she's texting you saying, fuck you, bitch. You could have told her you appreciate her coming, but this is Daddy's live. Now, why did she say that?
Because I have a friend that is a actual stud. She's also married. I was live on TikTok, and when she came into my live, it was her first time ever being in my live. And of course, she was talking and asking like, who are the people? And I was like, oh, that's Daddy's girls. And she spoke to them.
Yeah.
And so that kind of set her over the edge because she's like, that's another stud. That's a whole stud speaking to my girls. You could have just told her, you know, this is Daddy's live. You don't have to, you know, be in here to just leave or whatever. So she was like really upset and really angry over that.
So that's why she was talking to you like that? Because another stud came in there?
Yes.
But she's not even a stud, so why would that make her so upset? Let me ask you this right quick. So were you allowed to, did she control who you talked to?
She, social media wise, because I knew she could see it, but of course she couldn't see who I text or who I talked to on the actual phone or anything like that. But she did try to control who I talked to.
So what, it was like men and studs you can't talk to or something, or just gay women in general?
She didn't want me talking to any studs, anybody that showed any sign of aggressive masculinity. She didn't want, although I don't talk to him, but she didn't want me to have no communication with my daughter's father whatsoever.
Really?
She didn't want me to talk to anybody that showed any sign of aggressive masculinity.
So let me ask you this right quick. So you met Angela. She
Yes.
flew you out, correct?
Yes.
So all these girls were sending her money. Was you sending her money too?
I sent her money. She would cash out me because, like, if people wasn't sending her money, she'll want me to start sending her money, and it'll make other girls kind of send her more money. So she'll cash out me maybe like $15, $20, and I'll send her like $1 here, $5 here with like a message. But nobody knew, that it was coming from me. So I guess you could kind of say yes, but it wasn't my money.
So you never sent her none of your own money, is what you're saying?
I sent her gifts and with cash app it equal to $300, but she cashed out me the $300 back.
Okay. And she flew you out to Michigan?
Yes.
Okay. So did y'all have sex?
Yes.
Was it amazing?
You want the truth or a lie?
I want the truth. That's what we're doing, right?
It was mediocre.
Mediocre.
Yes. There was a time where
Okay, so y'all, what I'm going to do, somebody asked, Miss Blue asked, what does she look like? I just want to show her what those that, hey, Retta, welcome all new people. Right, mediocre, child, goodbye. This too much. But people are asking, are the ladies are part of this plus size? Yeah, it looks like all of them are plus size. I'm going to go and show you. Let me stop sharing the screen. And let me show you what the young lady looks like. Hold on. And what the young lady does is she reposts all her girls on her page. So hold on. Let me get over here so y'all can see her. Share screen. I gotta learn how to navigate this thing a lot better. Hey, Vicky, I see you. Hey. Hold on. This is her right here. Okay. Y'all see the screen? So that's her. Okay. This is her right here.
Heard my daddy was looking for me. Daddy, here I go.
So this is her page. Yeah. And I guess this is her favorite girl. The one with the orange hair. I'm guessing that's a favorite of hers because she seems to be on her page the most. I have not scrolled all the way back though to see her page. So I can't.
Damn, your girl so fine, but her breath is like, ooh. She say she wanna dance, but she don't know how to move. I'm iced out,
And if you see these comments,
her name is Jenny, ooh. Bitch don't have no panties.
Those are her,
When I hit the 3, I hit the.
That's the yellow hearts. That's the one who she told you need to cut yourself and make them neat. Okay. Y'all, it's something to behold here.
Okay. So once again, I have to speak on situations that should not be spoken on. But this comment right here, listen, honey. When you don't know what you're talking about, you should keep your mouth closed. You know nothing about our situation. You know nothing about us. You're listening to one person with the same freaking text messages that they keep posting about crazy stuff. And I get it, but you don't know anything. There's always two sides to a story, honey. You don't know this side of the story. You only hear her side of the story. I don't see how that works. I don't see how you guys are so quick to judge something that you don't understand. I don't see why you guys have to be so negative and so hateful and so evil. You guys don't know her. Y'all don't know us. Y'all don't know what type of relationship we have. Y'all don't know anything. Y'all going off of somebody that doesn't really have any proof of anything. It's just crazy to me that you guys are bashing the way that y'all are. You guys are saying the things that y'all saying. Like, it's, listen.
So this is one of her girls, but this is the lady who is making them do everything.
Can I?
This is the lady here. Look at these comments.
Can
this is their leader.
To the 6 where I really stay, baby.
Can I?
Baby.
Can I?
Bring me to the 6 where I really stay, baby.
Can I?
Baby.
And the yellow heart
Bring me
is
to
how
the
you.
6 where I
The yellow heart is how you identify who her girls are. Cha. So TT, I know you just got in here. The lady that I just cut off, she is a Black woman from Michigan, and she has these women under her control like a cult. Basically, it is a cult. We're going to call a spade a spade. Trigger warning. There is conversation of she makes them physically cut themselves with razor blades to punish them, and then they have to pray, literally pray to her, and she takes their money. She's doing this all through online, through TikTok. Seductive voodoo. Yeah, the end button though. We would have hung up. I can't even. Let's get back to it. I'm gonna put the interview back on. Hold on.
She actually stopped because, like I said, the other girl that had moved there, that she was constantly, engaging with or whatever, she had a thing where, well, we grown, she would squirt or whatever. And she kind of stopped in the middle of me, and like she had like a moment of, I guess you could say, I don't know, because she was like, am I not good enough? Am I not doing it right? Do I not feel good? All because I wasn't giving her a reaction that another female would give her, when in all reality, of course, each female is different.
Right. So she felt like, so I mean, what was it that it wasn't good enough? Was you just in your head, or what?
One, I kind of was in my head. It's kind of, our first time, things like that. And two, I've had better. Like, not to be funny, but not to be funny, but yeah,
I mean,
I've had that.
Like when you're dealing with a new person, you, for one, could be in your head, and for two, it take a while for y'all to it can take a while rather for y'all to kind of get the chemistry of each other.
Right.
So, but you're saying that the first time, that weekend when she flew you out, it wasn't all that.
No.
It wasn't what you expected, or you didn't have any expectations?
I had expectations, but it didn't live up to the expectations.
So so how long was you in the cult after that, after she flew you out?
I went there in March, and I was gone in April.
Okay.
No, was it April? Yeah, April. It was April when I left.
So do you feel like meeting her had an impact on how you felt about her and the cult and Daddy's Girls and everything?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because, I mean, I know what you get online, of course, can be a lot different in person, but I didn't expect it to be a big difference like it was. She kind of, I don't know, like she's boring. She's boring. She doesn't have a lot of excitement with her. He's physically abusive.
She abused you when you came out there?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. The crazy part is it wasn't anything that I did. When I was there, like I said, the girl that moved there, it was me and her both
in the same place.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the other girl that lives in New York, she was on the phone and she went live on TikTok without her permission. So she asked her to cut, but she did not cut how she wanted her to cut. She wanted them to be neat lines and she wanted them to be bleeding all the way. And it wasn't given what it was supposed to give to her. So the hotel was 5 minutes from her house. She literally drove 5 minutes. And we're literally yelling into the phone, like, just do what she asked you to do. Like, and she's sitting there, she was like, she got 30 seconds. She was counting to 30. And then when she got to 30, she just started, like, backhanding us, smacking us, choking us, just all of that. And I'm the type of person, like, I grew up fighting. So, like, I was giving reactions, like, I wanted to hit her, but I didn't. Like, I was jumping, flinching, and then she just was hitting me even more. And the other person was like, you just got to sit still. And I'm the type of person, I can't just sit still and let somebody hit me.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Not even kind of. That's very crazy. I can't believe y'all dealt with that. Yeah, I guess I don't even know what to say. That's kind of sick. So I heard that I read that it was one girl she made cut like 700 times. Is that correct?
No, she was telling me to cut 700 times. This was after I left. This was actually a couple weeks ago. They were on their live. They were making jokes, and they was like, okay, yeah, cut 700 times, or cut 400 times, or cut 1,000 times. Like Angela and the other girl, one named Bella, and the other one named is Michaela. They were live, and of course Angela was in the comments, and they were like basically putting this in the comments. Oh, tell Shay to cut 700 times. Make them neat. Send pictures. Like, that's what they were doing on live.
Crazy. That is very crazy. Man, I'm sorry that you went through all that. It was something I just wanted to ask you that I had on top of my head. One second. So are you nervous about, so I know that Angela used to be big, like she used to be a BBW as well. And that's kind of, right. Is that something that attracted you to her as well? Her journey, or like her confidence or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Do you feel like she preys on BBWs?
Yeah, I do.
Because all the girls that she talked to are literally BBWs. Like all the girls that I saw involved in this thing. How many women are involved in this cult, Shay?
Honestly, I don't have an exact number, but I can say it's 30 plus women.
Like active members that send her money, that's participating in these punishments, that's talking to her on a daily basis.
No.
Okay.
Now, talking to her on a daily basis, I can't answer that because I haven't been there for a few months now. Okay. But when I was there talking to her on a daily basis, like every day inside our group chat that was, cutting themselves, it was only 3 of us.
3 of y'all?
Yes. Sending her money. When I was there, out of us 3, she did not care whether one of the ladies named Bella that lives in New York, she did not care whether that.
Always posting these videos and stuff, right?
Yes, Bella. Yes.
So she's the one who said she called her God. That's her everything. Okay.
She did not care whether Bella sent her last dime. She She doesn't have a physical attraction to Bella. She doesn't have a sexual attraction to Bella. The only type of attraction she has is, as you can see, how Bella worships her, how she goes hard for her. That's the only attraction she has to her. But me and the other girl,
living in my house.
no, like I said, when I sent gifts and cash out total of $300, she cashed out it back to me because she actually called me and asked me, why was I sending her disco balls and cash outs and how much did I spend all together? And she told me, don't ever do that because that's not what I'm here for. That's what them other people, well, she said bitches, that's what the other bitches are for, not me. And so she did not want me to spend any type of money on her whatsoever.
So you feel like you was more special to her?
Yes.
So has she tried to contact you since you left?
She tried to contact me one time. And it was pretty much like I didn't really respond to it. I actually just laughed. She really don't want it to get out there. She doesn't want it to be, just put out there. She don't want it to be put out there. And a lot of the things that happen within the text messages, she don't want anybody to look at her in a negative light.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all it was, but I just pretty much laughed and didn't really care.
So, there's some of the girls that's still in the cult are gonna say that you're leaving because she didn't want you anymore. What you think about that?
I know that's what they're saying. Like I said previously before, I'm getting all kinds of threats. I got messages in my Facebook Messenger. That's pretty much what they're saying to me. I'm just mad she didn't want me anymore. So I just feel like if you don't really have that much ammunition on someone because of what you've done and the things you've done, you're going to find reasons to make the other person just look bad. You're going to say and do anything to make a person look beneath you, to make you look on top.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like how I look at it.
Okay. So, Shay, I actually did not tell you that I was going to post these, but I have some text messages that you sent to Angela that's been circulating as well. So, Llama, can you show? It's a text that says Shay text 1. And I just kind of want you to explain, what the situation was and what your mindset was when you sent these messages. Because basically they saying that you was an active, willing participant. All right. So these are the messages. Can you see them, Shay?
Yes.
Is that your name? Is that you?
Yes.
Okay. So you text presumably Angela, and you said, I'm ready to fuck. I need to see blood, a lot of it. I need to see torture. I need to feel this pain. Angela texts back, what are you saying? What do you want to do? You say, I want to see blood, cuts, burns, blood. What do you want to cut? Who do you want to cut? Both of them. So before we go any further, is this you texting, Shay?
Yeah.
So this is you texting Angela unprovoked. This is you texting her on your own. You saying that you want to see blood, you want to see torture, you want to feel pain. And so how is it that it's brainwash or manipulation when it's you saying this stuff?
Because as you can see, there is no text message above it. There was texts prior to that. Yeah, as you can see, it says my name is Nodis or whatever. She has, like I say, a lot of the things I consider as role play. I didn't really consider them as like real life things, like things that we would like go forth with for the rest of our life.
Yeah.
And like I said, like you said, you didn't tell me that you show those, but I also have text messages too she has a little, I guess, alter ego named Devin.
Okay.
So I was like, during those texts, I was, wasn't supposed to be myself. I was supposed to be the alter ego, and that was supposed to be Devin that I was texting, not Andrew. So
you was talking as your alter ego, saying that you was gonna cut Shay, who is you.
Right.
Okay.
But I can say that particular night, things like that, no, I did not cut anything like that. When things like that happened, there wasn't no cutting on myself whatsoever involved.
Okay, so you didn't cut yourself. All right, it's another one. Llama that says Shay text 2. So you was really into this girl. Like, despite everything, even after the cutting, even after all the abuse, you was very into her, and you was very jealous of the fact that it was other women, right?
I'm not gonna say I was like 100% jealous. It was like things that would happen. Like, for instance, if I do something, somebody else would like mimic and copy the same exact thing. Like, one time I got a necklace with her initial on it, but then next thing you know, other women wanted to do the necklace with the initials. When I got my nails done one time, like a shade of yellow, she liked them so much where she was just like, oh, I want everybody to get yellow nails. And if you go, you see a lot of the videos, they have yellow nails. And that started with me. They all have Daddy's Girl with a yellow heart in their bio. Right. That stemmed from me getting my nails yellow at one point. So there was a lot of things that I felt like, I knew that women were trying to like knock me out of the ballpark, I guess you could say, to try to get into my position. So, okay, so it wasn't
let's just read these other text messages real quick. I can't see the above message, but it says something about you're talking once again, I presume, to Angela, correct? Mm-hmm. And you said you have a slew of women to keep you occupied. She asks what that has to do with you. You respond, maybe I should cut my face. Would you think I'm beautiful? Would you still want me? You responded, you won't miss me as much. That's what they got to do with me. And then I'm not sure what this was in response to. You said, I would rather suffer from a plague. And then she pretty much ignores what seems to be obvious emotional distress. And she asks, do you want to cut tonight? And you say, why not? There's excitement, a bit of amusement in your eyes to see it, right? And she said, this is not you. So you say, so make me cut my face. I have to leave you alone. I can't do this anymore. May I please be excused? Bye. So can you kind of explain what your mindset was, or what you was thinking, or what had you in such an emotional distress?
I can't remember. Like, I really can't remember that night. I can't say about the face thing because there's quite a bit of me saying that, because there's times where before, like, she'll play a game, she'll be like, oh, let's play a game, and then she'll like write body parts on a piece of paper, put them in a bowl, and she'll kind of like put her hand in, pretty much like pick a name out of a hat type of game. Yeah. And then it'd be like, oh, face would come out. Every time it say face, she'll ponder on it, and then she'll be like, oh, I should make you cut your face. Oh, you're too pretty. You lucky I'm not going to make you cut your face. So, yeah, there is more than just that, that particular text. There is other texts of me saying, like, basically taunting her with, you want me to cut my face? Should I cut my face? Type of thing, because that's what she would pretty much threaten me with a lot of the times. And as far as the rest of the text message, I really don't have a direct answer because I can't really remember what was going through my head at that time.
You was just like saying some shit. So I mean, yeah. Imagine like now. So this is a situation that happened from, according to your memory, January of 2021 up until April of 2021.
Yes.
Now, if you would have cut your face, that's a permanent scar that you gotta live with for the rest of your life.
Right.
Over a temporary situation.
In response to that, I don't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
I never would have cut my face. There was times where, like I said before, she would ponder on it. And one time, like, I literally was begging her, like, on the phone, begging her, like, don't make me do it. Like, because, like I said, like, well, you know, I have kids. I can't cut my face. I have a mom to look at. I have people out here. I was never really going to cut my face.
I mean, but you know what, Shay? I guess I'm just kind of confused and upset about the whole situation because you have kids. You know, like, my question to you is, how can you or how do you explain something like this to your kids?
And
what can you do to make sure that they never get caught up in something like this? Because you got 2 girls, right?
No, I have a boy and a girl.
You got a boy and a girl. But I mean, regardless, you got a daughter.
I don't mean to get emotional, but it does bother me because my daughter's 2. And she's at the stage where she follows, you know, me around. And she, like, when it first started, when they were kind of fresh, you know, she follows me to the bathroom. And so one day she was like, Mama, look. And she pointed to them. And it's like, I felt like that's when I really started, like, I can't do this no more.
She pointed to your
like
scars.
My daughter's, yes, and like my daughter's only 2, so she is at the stage where she noticed a lot of things that we wouldn't think a toddler would notice. And even still to this day, right, if I'm using the bathroom, she'll just point and she'll just like put her finger on it and she was like, look, Mama, what's this?
Yeah.
And then I might just be like, it's mommy leg. Because she don't know. She just know, like, she just sees stuff on my leg and she just want to know what it is.
Yeah.
So if these scars don't heal up, I mean, I don't want to have to tell my kids that, you know, well, your mother was part of a cult. So, like, I kind of want to raise them to know what warning signs are, to know what red flags are, to know what trigger words or actions or anything of that sort, what they might be, so that way they won't have to find themselves in a situation or in a relationship that's abusive. So I will, you know, do that because I don't want them in a situation.
But I mean, I'm going to say this at the same time. This is the internet. So, I mean, of course, by the time your kids get old enough to be on the internet, this will be a thing of the past. But let's say somehow the daddy's girls cult is still around and your kids find out you was one of the quote-unquote founding members. How would you explain something like that?
I really don't know. The only thing I can do is just be honest.
Yeah.
If it comes out, I can't cover it up because if they see that their mom is involved, I'm pretty sure they might want to sit down and watch it, or hey, this is my mom, or you know, run to the friends or cut or whoever. So the only thing I could do is just be honest with them about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So do you feel like now that you're on the other side of things, you out of it, you're not a part of it anymore, do you feel like, do you look back on that and just feel like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Yeah, I look back on a lot of the things that I knew that I felt as if was wrong on the inside, and I just asked myself, like, why didn't I speak up then, or why did I continue to let, you know, it happen, or why did I stay for so long? Like, I blame myself for a lot of the things because I feel like if I would have stepped up and spoke out then, it wouldn't be as serious as it is now.
Do you feel like it has anything to do with, and I don't want to be offensive at all, but do you feel like you have low self-esteem or a low sense of self-worth?
Honestly, no, I don't have a low sense of self-worth, because
I'm happy to hear that.
prior to prior to her, I went through a whole thing of revamping my whole like lifestyle as far as partners, what I wanted in a person and what I deserved. So before her, I was bisexual, and before her, I did go through a whole mental change where I completely left men alone and, would just wanted to be lesbian and let that be that. Okay. And I was going with my life. I didn't want a relationship because I was working on myself. And I knew what I deserved and I knew what I wanted, and I wasn't looking for nobody. If it was meant to be, it'll come to me. Now, as far as the self-esteem part, like I said, I was working on myself. I was working on, yes, I am a BBW, but I also never been this big. So when she did want me, although I was this big and I felt some kind of way about having all this weight gain that was unfamiliar to me, and her telling me, oh, I don't want you to lose weight, oh, you're beautiful the way you are, or don't get a breast reduction, I like you just how you are. That stuff right there kind of like stuck to me like, okay, well, she liked me for who I am. Maybe I'm not that bad, looking right, or that I thought I was.
That's understandable. Yeah, that's totally understandable. I just feel like whatever you've been through in your life, whatever you think about yourself as far as, your weight or whatever the case is, you just have to realize, like, you don't deserve that. You know what I'm saying? You don't deserve somebody abusing you, whether it's just with words, whether it's them telling you to physically abuse yourself, or whether it's this person actually putting their hands on you. You don't deserve that. No matter what you've been through, no matter what you've done. And I just hope that this was, I feel like, let me just state again, I appreciate you wanting to speak out. I applaud you. I definitely feel like you are a strong person to have pulled yourself away from that situation. I feel like it's very brave of you to come on a platform and speak out about it, especially when you've been getting so much negativity thrown at you from different people just talking shit because they don't know you or understand the situation. So I think it's very brave of you to come out and speak out against it or speak out about it. But how do you think somebody can avoid getting wrapped up in something like this?
The best advice I can give is to always pay attention to the person and their actions and the words that they say. If you, for 1 second, have to second guess someone's actions or your intuition, you have a gut feeling about something, to always go with it. Don't ignore it. Don't wait until it's too late, because that's, as you can see, pretty much what I did.
Okay. So basically, follow your gut. Don't ignore your intuition. And stay off TikTok, I guess.
When it comes to, like, most people, there has been a lot of great, love stories you see on TikTok, but every love story is not going to end like the people that you may see that's living together now or raising kids together. The situation's not going to end up like that. So you have to fully get to know a person. Don't make my mistake of, because you talk to a person 24/7 on the phone, or, you feel like you have a connection because y'all talked on the phone. You need to actually take the time out to get to know a person, take trips, you guys, see each other in person more often. Don't just, like I said, be like
the first time you meet them, you probably should stop talking to them immediately.
Right.
But once again, I really appreciate you speaking out about this. I just feel like people don't, it's nothing wrong with sending somebody, like sending a creator money or sending anybody you want money if that's what you want to do. But from what I understand, you said that she was calling the girl stupid, like she thought they was stupid for even sending her money in the first place. And this girl is making people abuse themselves, cut themselves. It's very just nasty and like demonic and evil. So I just feel like that's not the kind of thing that we want to support, especially us as a people. Like, it's gonna sound ignorant, but I ain't even know black people got caught up in shit like this. I never have known for black people to get caught up in like a cult or something like this.
I blame it on my white side. But honestly, like, I do want to say I'm not speaking out about this to victimize myself, because like I said earlier, like, I do blame myself for some things because I didn't speak out earlier. I stayed, but it's just to bring awareness.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're gonna wrap it up at this point. Shay, once again, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You're very brave. You're very strong. Hopefully, moving forward, you'll have much success, whether it's emotionally, relationship-wise, financially. I wish you the best, you and your children, and your mom. So, everybody watching, I appreciate you so much for tuning in and showing me and Shay some support. So y'all make sure y'all like this, share this. This is not the only time the Black Podcast Show will be on. I do this every single week. So if you want to see some real content and not some bullshit ass TikTok shit where a motherfucker just lip syncing somebody else's audio, tune into the Black Podcast Show every Sunday. I'm on all streaming platforms, Apple, Spotify, all that. And as y'all can see, I got my Bucks gear on tonight. So I already know the Bucks done got in Phoenix ass. I mean, not Phoenix yet, the Atlanta Hawks ass. So if you're watching this, make sure you say go Bucks so we can take it home and make it to the championship round. Shay, did you have anything else you got to add? Are you promoting anything? You want people to follow you?
Yeah, you guys can follow my TikTok. My
Be
TikTok
careful
name,
on that damn TikTok.
my TikTok name is Black BLAQ_Vanilla Bean, and that's also the same name as my Instagram. And as you see, my Facebook name is Shay Jenkins. You guys can add me up there. Also, if you guys want to, ask questions, I know a lot of people might want to hear both sides. You can always feel free to inbox me on any platform.
Respectfully.
I am open to, respectfully. And I will answer any questions that you guys may have.
All right, so y'all heard it here first. Follow her on Instagram and Twitter. That's Black_Vanilla Bean, and Shay Jenkins on Facebook, and that Shay is CHAE. Once again, this is the Black Podcast Show. Make sure you like, share, join all the groups. I'll be back active on Facebook in just about 24 hours, so you already know it's going up. It's the Black Podcast Show. I appreciate you for watching.
Woo! Y'all. So those that's just getting here, this is the young lady. Her Instagram is private, but that's her Instagram. That's her. I just had her TikTok up. It's in the description box. But yeah, this was. I have no words. I have no words. I have no words. So yeah, I wanted to share that with you all because I'm like, this was worth a conversation. You guys were in the comments. Yeah, listen, somebody just said she need to delete. all the apps off her phone. I promise I would never get on social. I would probably take a year off social media. I would go see a counselor, because the fact that someone online could make me cut myself, that's deep. That's deep. I gotta go see a specialist, you know. What I hope is she stay out of it. I hope that she, you know, being a BBW myself, when you gain weight, it sucks, but you know, it's part of the process. You gain weight, you lose weight. Love your fluff. And no, but I'm still in awe that she had them wrapped up online. And when I tell y'all her TikTok, y'all, it's all gonna be linked. Her TikTok, and hit her hashtag of daddy and look at all those girls that follow that mess. And I'm talking about they don't disobey her. Like that's So that's it for this live. I just wanted to come live. I got the super chat. Thank you. You know who you are. I appreciate that. That was awesome. Appreciate it. I'm going to wrap it up. That's it for this live, you guys. I'm up later than I wanted to be. Like I let her video play because I want to give credit to where that podcast was from. It will be linked, you guys. Y'all stay safe. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it on up and call it the rest of the day. Yeah, I need to go live more often. I like the interaction in the comments. This was good. So, Chef, T, Foodie, Sadie, who all still here? Kayla, Tamika, Alleged Petty, TT. Did I say Chef already? I said Chef. Who else was in here? Vicky, Crafty Mom, Big Sis Candace, Bree TV. Bree, I don't think I spoke to you. If I didn't speak to you, my apologies. Just trying to make sure I call everybody. If I missed you, charge it. Was not on purpose. But you guys stay safe. Have a good night. If you can catch the replay, it's worth the watch. If you missed it, it's definitely worth the watch. Ashonda, thank you for coming in. Those in the bushes who didn't drop down, I see you. Thank you for still coming through. Yeah, this blueberry wine, I should have stay away from all my cut calls, girl. I should have got my Crown Royal Apple and Peach. And definitely, please hit the like button, you guys. If you have not done so already. If you are not subscribed, hit the subscribe button for your girl. And yeah, that's it. Again, really, thank you guys for stopping by. I will see y'all later. And links is in the description box, and I'll put them in the pinned comment. Have a good night, y'all.